friend, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I will share you the important daily news from a leading newspaper, The Hindu. I will not only share the news from the newspaper but also share the related general knowledge hidden in each and every news. My video will be exclusively helpful for those students who are preparing for competitive exams like UPSC, PSC, SSC, Rail, etc. So let's start. So what is the first news of April 20, 2022? Delhi Municipal Bill gets President nod. What is this? President Ramnath Kovind has given his assent to the Delhi Municipal Corporation Amendment Bill 2022, which seeks to unify the three civic bodies in the national capital. The act merges three municipal corporations of Delhi, East, South and North Delhi Municipal Corporation into one, which will be called the Municipal Corporation of Delhi. So, President Ramnath Kovind gave his assent to the Delhi Municipal Corporation Amendment Bill. Means first it was an act, Delhi Municipal Corporation Act, which was duly passed from the Lok Sabha with 2/3 majority, then from Rajya Sabha with 2/3 majority, and finally it gets the assent from the President and become a bill from the Delhi Municipal Corporation Act. After getting the assent from President, it became a bill in the Parliament, and the bill is about to unify three civic bodies in the national capital. East Delhi Municipal Corporation, South and North Delhi Municipal Corporation into one, which is called Municipal Corporation of Delhi. So previously each of these municipal corporation has run by one mayor or one chairperson, but now after unify of these three municipal corporation, it has become only one mayor or one municipal or one chairperson. Now the following act of parliament received the assent of the president on 18 April 2022. That's why the bill is called as Delhi Municipal Corporation Amendment Bill 2022 and is hereby published for general information. And then it published for general information, where it get published in the Gazette of India notification. The Delhi Municipal Corporation Amendment Act 2022 number 10 of 2022 said a Gazette notification issued by the Centre. The bill was passed by the Lok Sabha on March 30, then by the Rajya Sabha on April 5, and after that from President Ramnath Kovind on 18th of April. It says the unification of the municipal corporation in Delhi will ensure optimal utilization of resource and synergy in strategic planning. So the government aim is to ensure optimal utilization of resources and a synergy in strategic planning. That's why the Union government merged these three municipal corporations into one municipal corporation. Now we should know about what is Municipal Corporation of India. What is this? Municipal corporation is a type of local government in India that administers urban areas with population more than 1 million. So the place which has population more than 1 million, then a municipal corporation will be formed and it is a local government in India. Okay, so we first look at the composition of a country. So the country is divided into states, state is divided into district, district is divided into sub-district or subdivision, then sub-district is divided into blocks and blocks is divided into wards. So starting from wards ends in country. So municipal corporation is a composition of ward, okay, in a area, inside a block with with some word the municipal corporation formed. Okay, so the who are the member of municipal corporation? The ward member are the member of municipal corporation. And who are the ward member? The ward member are the member elected from each and every ward. They are also called the councillor. Now, what is the administrative structure of India? The area administered by a municipal corporation is known as a municipal area. Each municipal area is divided into territorial continues known as ward. So municipal area is formed of many ward. Okay, municipal area is divided into many ward. So each municipal area is divided into territorial constitution known as ward. So a municipal corporation is made up of a ward committee. Each ward has one seat in the ward committee. Members are elected to the ward committee on the basis of adult franchises for a term of 5 years. These members are known as councillor or corporators. The number of wards in a municipal area is determined by the population of the city. Some seats are reserved for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, backward class and women. So municipal corporation is divided into ward, and municipal corporation is made up of ward committee, and each ward has a seat in the ward committee. Members are elected to the ward committee on the basis of adult franchises for a term of 5 years, means through election. Okay, these members means the member of the ward member. The member are also called as councillor or corporators. Now, administrative structure of municipal corporation. By looking at the table, you can also find the difference between municipal corporation and simple municipality. So state, there are two local government. One is urban local government, one is rural or village local government. In urban, one is municipal corporation and one is municipal, and in rural, one is Jila Parishad, one is Panchayat Samiti and one is Gram Panchayat. We will notice only the urban local government. So municipal corporation is for large urban area with population more than 1 million, and only simple municipality means for small urban area with population less than 1 million. So municipal corporation consists of wards, and municipality also consists of wards, but this is for big town or big city where population is more than 1 million. And this is for municipality is for small town or small city where population is less than 1 million. Then municipal corporation run by ward member, headed by mayor, who is selected by the ward member. So municipal corporation run by ward member, and who are the ward member? Elected by voting, also called councillor or corporator. And the municipal corporation is run by ward member, headed by mayor. And municipality also run by ward member, elected by voting, also called council corporation, but headed by chairman. So in municipal corporation, the public head is mayor, but in municipality the public head is chairman. Okay, public head is mayor and administrative head is commissioner, who is a IAS officer. And in municipalities, public head is a chairman of municipality. And administrative head is a chief executive officer, who may be a state civil service officer, state administrative service. So these are the difference between municipal corporation and municipality. So municipal corporation is formed where in a big city where population more than 1 million, and municipality is for small city. Okay, and both are divided into ward, and the member of municipal corporation and municipalities are the ward member selected from each ward by election, and term of the ward member is 5 years. Then it is an example structure of municipal corporation. Kolkata Municipal Corporation. This is the Kolkata Municipal Corporation, consists of 144 ward. So this is the Kolkata Municipal Corporation, and this is the ward 144 ward. So The 144 ward formed the Kolkata Municipal Corporation. So each ward has a member in the municipal corporation. Kolkata city is divided into 144 administrative ward. Each of these ward elect a councillor to the Kolkata Municipal Corporation. The corporation through the councillor maintains government aided school, hospitals, municipal markets, partakes in urban planning and road maintenance. The corporation is the apex body, discharges its function through the mayor in council, consisting of a mayor assisted by the deputy mayor and 10 other elected members of the KMC, called the standing committee. The standing committee, out of the total number of ward member in a municipal corporation, there is a standing committee which consists of the mayor, it is also called a mayor in council. It is consist of a mayor assisted by a deputy mayor and 10 other elected member. The mayor is responsible for overall functioning of the Kolkata Municipal Corporation. Okay, and their revenue income is from the taxes they collected. Any municipal corporation or municipal has a revenue, generate, and the source of their revenue is from the taxes they collected through water or through land tax, water tax, etc. And from that revenue they run the municipal council, municipal corporation, and as well as the maintenance of government aided school, hospitals, municipal market, partake, etc. So source of their revenue is from the tax from public. Now one related news with this topic is bureaucrats to oversee Delhi Municipal Corporation till polls, extension for councillor unlikely. The administration of the 3 Delhi Municipal Corporation would be handled by bureaucrats, means IAS, during the transition period. So in the transition period, the Delhi Municipal Corporation would be handled by IAS. Transition period means when the civic body term end, means when the 5-year term end, then before followed by unification and election, means after the end of 5 years of the members of the Delhi Municipal Corporation, then the unification means to unify the 3 municipal corporation into 1 municipal corporation. After the unification, the election will be held. Election means the election of ward member, and during between this process the Delhi Municipal Corporation will be handled by the IAS officer. This is the news. The Delhi Municipal Corporation Amendment Act recently passed in Parliament gives the centre to option for appointing an officer of its choice, a special officer, to run the affairs of the unified corporation till the election are held. So this is the related topic with this news. Okay, the next news is this cab strike to continue on Wednesday, drivers union. So what is the news? Commuters looking to book cab service on ride hailing apps across Delhi NCR faced inconvenience for the second successive day on Tuesday due to strike called by various driver union protest against the rising fuel price and unchanged fare. So the cab driver and the auto driver are protesting against the rising fuel price and unchanged fare. So their demand is the government should hike the fare. Now this is the topic, but the related topic is how are fuel price determined in India? How the fuel price determined in India? Fuel rates are revised every day at 6 am in India, and this is called dynamic fuel price method. Dynamic means it is changing every day. This makes sure that variation of global oil price throughout the day are transmitted and reflected to fuel users and dealers. Now let us understand few terms before understanding how the fuel price determination work. How the fuel price determination work? First is oil refinery, then oil marketing company, then dealer, then user. First is oil refinery. These refineries buy or extract crude like West Texas Intermediate crude, burnt crude, opaque basket crude, etc., and convert this crude into petrol, diesel, aviation turbine fuel, biofuel, etc. So their function is to buy the burnt crude and then convert this crude into petrol, diesel, aviation turbine fuel, biofuel. Example of such refinery are Reliance Industry, Nayara Energy, Bharat Petroleum, Indian Oil, Shell, ONGC, Saudi Arabia, etc. Then oil marketing company. These are the companies who market the converted crudes, petrol, diesel, etc. to dealer and ultimately to user. So their function is to buy the oil, refined oil from oil refineries and sell it to the dealer. Example of such refineries are Indian Oil, Bharat Petroleum, Shell, SR, etc. So Bharat Petroleum is a oil refinery company as well as oil marketing company. Means they refine the crude oil to petrol, diesel, and they'll sell the petrol, diesel to dealer. Then comes dealer. Dealers are the people who are engaged into business of buying fuel from OMCs and distributing them to user. They are distributor of fuel. So they are the mainly distributor. Suppose the owner of a petrol pump, he is a dealer. Now the user. We are the users of fuel for our vehicles. Also the airplane transport companies who buys the aviation turbine fuel from oil marketing companies directly to keep their planes flying through the skies. So we are the public are the users as well as the airplane transport companies also the user. So this is the process: oil refinery, then OMC, then dealer, then user. Now how the retail fuel price mechanism work? Price at which dealers buys from OMC. This is the first price. The dealer buys from the OMC. Then plus excise duty by the central tax levied on certain good. Then the dealer's commission. Then plus value added tax. Value added tax, it is also known as state tax, which may differ from state to state. So central tax is known as excise duty, state tax is known as value added tax. This value added tax is differ from state to state. Equal to retail selling price of fuel. Interesting fact, the amount you are paying for 1 liter fuel consists of average 70% tax. So these are the thing added to the price of the fuel. Now who is the official regulator of fuel price in India? Apart from taxes, central government regulate the price of fuel through the base price and cap price at which dealer and OMC deal with each other. So the dealer and OMC dealer and OMC deal with each other. This dealing price is fixed by the government of India. Okay, so in details we will go to the website of government of India and we will know how the petrol price is calculated. So this is the Petroleum and Planning Analysis Cell, Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Government of India. So petroleum prices. Now price build up and state RSP of petrol. Okay, petroleum price under recovery. Current. What is the current petroleum price? This is the crude oil price in Indian rupees per barrel, 8232 rupees per barrel is the price of crude oil. So 8232 rupees per barrel, one barrel is 159 liter. So what is the rupees per liter of crude oil? 8232 divided by 159. 51 rupees 0.77 means nearly 52 rupees. Nearly 52 rupees is the price of crude oil per liter. Then move to this website. As per Indian Oil Corporation, this is the website of Indian Oil Corporation. Now this is the petrol diesel price. Okay, price build up of petrol at Delhi effective 16 April 22. So they have shown a calculation of petrol price at Delhi. First is base price, that is 56.32. Okay, the price of crude oil was calculated was 52 rupees. The price of crude oil, and after refine the crude oil to petrol diesel, the base price of petrol become 56.32. Okay, then there is a freight charge. Freight charge is 2 paisa. Okay, so price charged to dealer excluding excise duty and VAT, means there is no excise duty and VAT. So price charged to dealer means the OMC, oil marketing company, sell the dealer at a price of this 56.52, 56.32 plus 0.2, 56.52. So after this, the price charged to dealer 56.22, then the central will levy the excise duty, which is almost 50%, that is 27.9 rupees, almost 50% of this rate. The central excise duty is almost 50%. Then add the dealer commission, which is very small amount. It is nearly 3.86 divided by 56.52, nearly 7%. The dealer commission is nearly 7%. And then the VAT is 17.13, means 17.13 divided by 56.52 comes as 30%. So VAT is nearly 30%, dealer commission nearly 7%, and central excise duty is the 30%, nearly 50%. So total is coming as the retail selling price at Delhi, that is 105.41. So the actual price is 56.52, the price the dealer buys from the OMC. Then central levy is excise duty of nearly 50%, and it is equal to 27.9. Then dealer have a commission equal to 7%, that is 3.86. Then state has a tax that is known as value added tax. In Delhi it is nearly 30%, and it comes as 17.13, and the total comes as 105.41. So the 56.52 gets doubled, nearly doubled, and become 105.41. This is the way the petrol price is calculated. This is from the website of ONGC. Okay, so this is from this news. Cab strike due to the rising of fuel price and unchanged fare. Now the next topic, this NSA slapped down 5 accused in violence case. What is this? The Delhi police have slapped the stringent National Security Act (NSA) on 5 persons arrested in connection with the April 16 Jahangirpuri violence, and arrested 2 more people, including a man for allegedly supplying a pistol to an accused. So on the night of Hanuman Jayanti, a violence occurred in the Jahangirpuri New Delhi area, and after that incident, Delhi police have slapped stringent National Security Act. Means Delhi police apply the stringent means very strict National Security Act on 5 person arrested in connection with that violence. Okay, so what is National Security Act and why it is very strict, why it is very stringent, and when it is to be applied? So National Security Act means it is passed from the parliament, means it first come proposed as a bill, then passed from the Lok Sabha with 2/3 majority, passed from the Rajya Sabha with 2/3 majority, then finally gets the assent of president and published in the Gazette and become National Security Act 1980. Means in the year 1980 president gave his assent. So National Security Act 1980 is an act of Indian Parliament promulgated on 23 September 1980. Now promulgated means comes into effect on the 23rd September 1980. Now the National Security Act empowers the center or state government to detain a person to prevent him from acting in any manner prejudicial to national security. What does it mean? NSA empowers the center of state government to detain a person, means to arrest a person to prevent him from acting in any manner of prejudicial to national security. Means if any kind of if any kind of threaten to national security, the central or state government can arrest a person on National Security Act basis where the person cannot go for prejudicial safe. Okay, means the person cannot, the police can arrest that person in case of threatening of national security, and the person cannot go prejudicial, means before arresting the person cannot go to the judicial to take the bail. This is the meaning, prejudicial. Prevent him from acting in any manner prejudicial to national security. Okay, he cannot go to the court to grant bail before his arrest. Now the government can also detain a person to prevent him from disrupting public order or for maintenance of supplies and services essential to the community. The maximum period for which one may be detained is 12 months. So the government can detain a person maximum up to 12 months, but the term can be extended if the government find fresh evidence. Okay, now what is this actually? I am reading. In the normal course, in normal cases, if a person is arrested, he or she guaranteed certain basic right. What is the basic right? This includes the right to be informed of the person for the arrest, inform the reason for the arrest. So police has to inform the reason behind the arrest. That is the basic right of a person in normal case. Also, section 50 of the Criminal Procedure Code mandates that the person arrested has to be informed of the ground of arrest and the right to bail. Okay, so the person arrested have the right to bail and also to be informed on the ground, on which ground he has been arrested. Section 56 and 76 of the CRPC also provides that a person has to be produced before court within 24 hours. Additionally, Article 22(1) of the Constitution says an arrested person cannot be denied the right to consult and to be defended by a legal practitioner of his choice. So, the arrested person can hire a lawyer and start his legal practitioner and go for the bail. So, this is the case in normal case. But none of these rights are available to a person detained under National Security Act. None of these rights. A person could be kept in the dark about the reason for his arrest for up to 5 days and in exceptional circumstances not later than 10 days. Okay, so the person who is jailed or who is arrested by the police in National Security Act, he could be kept in the dark about the reason for his arrest for up to 5 days and exceptional circumstances not later than 10 days. Even when providing the ground for arrest, the government can withhold information which it considered to be against public interest to disclose. The government cannot disclose the exact information about his arrest to the public. The arrested person is also not entitled to the aid of any legal practitioner in any matter connected with the proceeding before an advisory board which is constituted by the government for dealing with the NSA case. So the arrested person, this is very important, arrested person cannot go for any legal practitioner also. In any matter connected with the proceeding. So he cannot go for hiring a lawyer. So what is the process then? The government, maybe the state government or the central government, the government start dealing the case with the NSA. The government form a advisory board which is constituted by the government, and by the advice of the advisory board, the court start proceeding whether the arrested person should be kept in jail or not. So the arrested person cannot himself go and hire a lawyer. So the government will form a committee which is known as advisory board, and the means they give advice, and with the advice of the board the court will start proceeding. Now what lies ahead? The National Crime Record Bureau, which collects and analyzes crime data in the country, does not include cases under the National Security Act in its data, as no FIR are registered. So in this case, in the National Security Act case, no FIR has been registered. So without registering an FIR, the police can arrest any person in National Security Act. So as there is no FIR, the National Crime Record Bureau has no data about how many person the police arrested in National Security Act. Hence, no figures are available for the exact number of detention under the NSA. In January, the BJP government in UP arrested 3 persons under the NSA in connection with an alleged cow slaughter incident in Bulandshahr. In December last year, a Manipur journalist who had posted an alleged offensive Facebook post on the Chief Minister was detained for 12 months under NSA. Expert says these cases point to the fact that government sometimes use it an extrajudicial power, means misuses it. It is time to reconsider the law, they argue, because in 4 decades of its existence, the NSA has been in the news for all the wrong reasons. So it is a very old bill, 1918, so it should be revised. And some governments is misusing the NSA. Now, we should also know, it is related topic, we should also know about bail. What is bail? So, bail, first we know is bail in bailable offence and bail in non-bailable offence. So, bail means the police will release an arrested person. Now, bail in bailable offences, it is very easy description, you will understand very easily. After got arrested by the police and accused, sometimes in police custody, means when the bail will be available after the arrest. Before the arrest, bail will not be granted. After the arrest, bail will be granted, and after the arrest and the accused spend some time in the police custody. Sometimes means some hour or some day, then the bail will be granted. This is the bail in bailable offence. Then is less serious offence. Bailable offence means less serious offence. matter of right to get bail by constitution. So when the police arrest someone in bailable offense, the accused person has a right to shout for bail and grant the bail. The right gives him by the constitution. Then bail will be granted by police after deposit securities in terms of money or arrest. So very important, bail will be granted by police. So in bailable offense, police will grant the bail, but the accused person has to deposit some securities in terms of money or asset so that he cannot flee out, cannot leave the country. That's why he deposits some securities to the police. Next is simultaneous investigation procedure will going on. So this is bailable offense and the procedure to get bail. Next is non-bailable offense and the bail in non-bailable offense. What is this? After got arrested by police and accused sometime in police custody, but in serious offense. In serious offense, after police arrested and charged a non-bailable offense and the person has spent some time in custody, then he can go for the bail in non-bailable offense. So it is not that in non-bailable offense one cannot grant bail, one can get bail in non-bailable offense also. But what is the difference between bail in bailable and bail in non-bailable? That it is not a matter of right to get bail. In bailable offense, it is a matter of right of the accused person. But in non-bailable offense, it is not a matter of right to get bail. Then who will decide whether the accused will get a bail or not bail? Bail will be granted by the judicial magistrate after deposit securities in terms of money or asset. So in bailable offense, police grant the bail, but in non-bailable offense, judicial magistrate will grant the bail. Okay, after depositing securities in terms of money or asset. Then the accused person cannot leave the country. If magistrate finds the culprit is very influential and may tamper evidence, bail may not be granted and will send him to the judicial custody from police custody. So if the judicial magistrate find that the person is very influential, maybe a political person, and he can tamper the evidence, then in that case the judicial magistrate will not grant his bail and send him the judicial custody from the police custody. Then after getting bail, police can arrest any time after finding strong evidence. Okay, so after getting bail, police can also arrest again after finding strong evidence. So this is the main difference between non-bailable offense and bailable offense. Now types of bail. One is regular bail and other is anticipatory bail. What is regular bail? Regular bail is granted to a person after he is arrested by the Indian police for a crime he is suspected to have committed. The crime may be bailable crime, the crime may be non-bailable crime, that is different. But regular bail is granted to a person after he is arrested by the Indian police. If the person committed a bailable offense, then police will grant the bail. If non-bailable offense, then judicial magistrate will grant the bail. When the police receive a complaint and if they have gathered sufficient evidence which will support their arrest, they arrest the suspect and he is remanded in police custody for further investigation, and after that suspect sent in judicial custody. In the case of a regular bail, the person may approach to trial court, session court, high court, supreme court to be let out of prison until the trial has concluded. So the accused person go to any court to let out, means to get out of prison until the trial has concluded in regular bail. A certain amount of money or asset are pledged to the court by the accused, and based on this security, the court may or may not grant him bail. That is up to decision of court in case of non-bailable offense. The condition is that the person must be present for trial when they commence and are ongoing, and will not flee from the country or unduly influence other people associated with the trial. If the court finds that the accused is not trustworthy and may not appear for the trial or may commit further crime while out of prison on bail, it has the authority to refuse the bail. The sums pledged to the court in exchange for the bail are set at different level for different people. Means the security amount is set different amount for different people. The amount is mainly decided on the severity of the crime, the financial status of the accused, and other facts related to the crime cases. This is the regular bill. So regular bill given in bailable offence or in non-bailable offence. Then what is anticipatory bill? When a person suspects that he/she may be arrested for a non-bailable offence under the false charge filed by another person or legal entity, usually a bail is arranged for beforehand. This is an anticipatory or preventive move and is called anticipatory bail and is obtained before an arrest. So this is the main difference. In regular bill, the regular bill is granted to person after he is arrested, but anticipatory bill is when a person suspects that he may be arrested for a non-bailable offence under the false charge filed by another person or legal entity, usually a entity. Okay, so the person suspects that he may be got arrested, and in non-bailable offence he may or may not get bail. So before getting arrested, he moved to the court and shout for an anticipatory bail. So this is an anticipatory bill, preventive move, and if he granted the anticipatory bill from the court, the police cannot arrest him. Whenever police come to arrest him, he shows the anticipatory bill notice and police cannot arrest him. This is an anticipatory preventive move and is called anticipatory bill and is obtained before an arrest is made. So after an arrest, regular bail; before arrest, anticipatory bail. So the difference in these two types of bail lies mainly in when they are applied for by the lawyer. While the anticipatory bail is applied for and granted before an arrest, the regular bail is applied for and granted after an arrest is made and the accused has spent some time in jail. So this is all the topic related to the news that national security slapped 5 accused violent case in stringent National Security Act. Now the next topic is, I will only pick the important topic, not all the political news. This is a very important topic. Coal crisis hits again. Means the country is facing a high coal crisis. Okay. So barely 6 months have passed and India is facing yet another coal crisis. In more than 100 thermal power plants in India, coal stock has fallen below the critical mark, less than 25% of the required stock. And in over 50 plants, it has fallen below 10% mark. Due to low levels of coal inventories, power generated from thermal plant has significantly declined. So this is the news. So let's discuss. So the related topic with this, that due to this coal shortage, the thermal power plant is hit hard, and that caused load shedding likely in Maharashtra. Coal shortage leads to low production of electricity. The decreased power production due to coal shortage has put Maharashtra on the verge of initiating load shedding in many parts of the state, said the state government on Thursday. Maharashtra reached its peak power demand on April 6 with 28,465 megawatt, and the state stares at a deficit of 1,000 to 1,500 megawatt. So what is the alternative is renewable energy. Renewable energy means which is recycled, which is renewed. So one is hydropower, one is wind power, solar energy, bioenergy and geothermal energy. So hydropower, the biggest hydropower plant in India is the Koyna hydroelectric project on river Koyna, Maharashtra. The biggest wind power project in India is Mupandal Wind Farm, Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu. Biggest solar energy power plant is the Vadla Solar Park, also largest in the world, Jodhpur, Rajasthan. So largest solar plant in the world is Vadla Solar Park. Then bioenergy, Jabalpur Biomass Power Project, Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh. What is bioenergy? This energy is from biomass. Energy is energy formed from biomass. And what is biomass? Biomass means the plant product, the industrial wastage, the house wastage, the wood product, the wasted plant product, all are included in the bioenergy, and energy produced from this is called bioenergy. And then is geothermal energy. Ladakh to get India's first geothermal power plant. Okay, so India is going to a geothermal energy, and the first power plant will be in Ladakh. What is geothermal energy? Heat of earth, the heat emitted from earth, geothermal, and by utilizing the heat we can produce electricity, which is called geothermal energy. Out of all this hydropower, wind power, solar, bioenergy, geothermal, only bioenergy is not always eco-friendly energy. Hydropower is eco-friendly, wind power is eco-friendly, solar is eco-friendly, geothermal is eco-friendly, but bioenergy is not always eco-friendly. Suppose when we use industrial waste biomass to produce bioenergy, in that case it is not a eco-friendly source of energy. So this is the topic. Next topic is this. This is a very popular topic, an unwarranted delay. Governor's silence in not sending the bill to the president seeking Neet exemption is inexplicable. What is the topic? Chief Minister M.K. Stalin on Monday said Governor R.N. Ravi not forwarding the Neet exemption bill to the president for his assent, despite the state assembly having unanimously passed the bill, was an insult to the people of Tamil Nadu and an affront to the dignity of the house. So the state assembly of Tamil Nadu passed unanimously means without any opposing, passed the Neet exemption bill. Neet is a exam for medical entrance exam. Neet exemption bill, but the governor is not sending the bill to the president for his assent, for his final assent. So what is about the bill, Neet exemption bill? The Tamil Nadu Assembly on Monday passed a bill to dispense with the national entrance cum eligibility test and allow admission to medical course based on class 12 mark to ensure social justice. Means initially to get admission in medical course in medical colleges, one have to be passed from the Neet exam, national entrance cum eligibility test. But if the student stays in Tamil Nadu, he need not to appear for the Neet exam. He will be allowed to admission in medical course based on his class 12 mark. And why government has done this? To ensure social justice. And what is the reason behind this move? On the previous Sunday, hours before he was appear for the he means a student was appear for the national eligibility and entrance test for a third time. A 19-year-old youth belonging to a village in Tamil Nadu died by suicide. So in fear of Neet exam, the student before appearing the exam died by suicide, and after this incident Tamil Nadu government passed this Neet exemption bill in the state assembly and request the governor to send the passed bill to the president for his assent. Next topic is this: the various corporate defense mechanism against hostile takeover. How did Twitter block Elon Musk's attempt to acquire the company? Are there other ways through which firm can block unwanted buyers? What is the topic about is Tesla CEO Elon Musk offered 43 billion US dollar to take over Twitter. So first, the CEO of Tesla Elon Musk offered Twitter that he want to take over the Twitter in a 43 billion US dollar. Then what happened? The Twitter does not agree with the deal, and Twitter does not like Elon Musk. So what they did, the Tesla CEO bid to acquire Twitter was partially thwarted with the poison pill mechanism. Thwarted means prevented. Partially prevented. The Tesla's bid was partially prevented by the Twitter with the poison pill mechanism. The poison pill mechanism is to dilute shares of a company so that activists, investors looking for hostile takeover will incur a massive expenditure. So I will discuss everything. So Elon Musk want to take over the Twitter, but Twitter does not want to take over the Twitter by the Elon Musk. So they use this poison pill mechanism to prevent the hostile takeover. What is poison pill mechanism and what is hostile takeover? I am discussing. Hostile takeover versus friendly takeover. Companies often grow by taking over their competitor, acquiring a hot startup or merging with the competition. So takeover is a general thing. If company want to grow, they has to take over other small company. But that is a friendly takeover. Okay. Public companies need the approval of their shareholder and board of directors in order to get a deal done. So if a public company wants that their company should be taken over by any other company, then they have to need approval from their shareholder, means the public is the maximum shareholder, more than 50%, and also the board of directors in order to get a deal. So public companies where the share of public is more than 50% and private share is less than 50%. However, if managers are against an acquisition, the acquiring company can still make effort to win the deal through a so-called hostile measure. Okay. So hostile takeover means forcefully takeover or tactically takeover. If friendly takeover is not agreed by the targeted company, there is two type of company, which is acquiring company. The acquiring company means who want to take over the other company, and the target company means the acquiring company want to take over the target company. Okay. So hostile takeover means forcefully takeover of a target company. So how a acquiring company use this hostile takeover technique to take over another company, and how the target company use this poison pill mechanism to prevent that takeover, I am discussing. Companies often grow by combining through acquisition or merger. If a company's shareholders and management are all in agreement on a deal, a friendly takeover can take place. All the shareholder and management are agreed, then friendly takeover will take place. If the acquired company's management is not on board, the acquired company may initiate a hostile takeover by appealing directly to the shareholder. Means if the management, there is two part, one is shareholder, one is management. Okay. If the management does not agree with the takeover, then the acquiring company means the big company will go directly to the shareholder, will directly appeal to the shareholder for taking over the company. That is known as hostile takeover. And how it will happen? A hostile takeover occurs when one corporation, the acquiring corporation, attempts to take over another corporation, the target corporation, without the agreement of the target corporation board of director. Means the management is not agree, but they want to take over, which is called hostile takeover. In a hostile takeover, the target company's director do not side with the acquiring company's directors. In such a case, the acquiring company can offer to pay target company shareholders for their shares in what is known as a tender offer. Means the acquired company directly appeal to the shareholders to sell their share. The shareholders mean the public, and the public has the maximum share. And if the public sell all the shares to the acquiring company, automatically he can take over the small company. This is called the hostile takeover. If enough shares are purchased, the acquiring company can then approve a merger, or simply appoint its own director and officers who run the target company as a subsidiary. So without any knowledge, without any approval from the board of management, their company will be taken over by the other company, but after purchasing shares from the shareholders, means from the public directly. So how they can prevent this takeover? That is known as poison pill mechanism. When a company becomes the target of a hostile takeover, it may use the poison pill strategy to make itself less attractive to the potential acquirer. Means they make itself less attractive. How? As the name indicates, poison pill is analogous to something that difficult to swallow or accept. Means a company targeted for an unwanted takeover may use poison pill to make its share unfavorable to the acquiring firm or individual. Poison pill also significantly raise the cost of acquisition and create big disincentive to deter such attempts completely. What is this I am telling you? First look at this. The mechanism protect minority shareholder and avoids the changes of control of company management. Means what they done in poison pill, the small company, means the target company, what they have done, they make its share unfavorable to the acquiring firm or individual. Means they make their share means how they can make their share unfavorable, how they can make them share unfavorable, to make their share a very low cost, or to sell their share in a very discounted rate to the shareholder. Means that the cost of share become very less, that the shareholders, the already present shareholders, mean the public, will start buying more and more share as the share become very cheap. Okay, and as the share become very cheap, it make itself less attractive to the acquirer, and it also poison pill also significantly raise the cost of acquisition. How they raise the cost of acquisition by this poison pills? If they decrease the price of its share, more and more public holders will buy in share. If suppose initially the public share was 51%, and after reducing the cost of share, public share become 80%, public will start buying all the shares. Now if Elon Musk want to buy the Twitter, he has to convince the 90% public, and he has to give buying cost of that 90% public to acquire the Twitter. So that's why poison pills also significantly raise the cost of acquisition. So after decreasing the share price, more public will start buying the shares of suppose I have not brought any shares of this Twitter, but if I find that the Twitter has reduced its share price, then I also want to buy a share price of Twitter, and that's why public share will increasingly public share will increase, and that automatically raise the cost of acquisition. Okay, this is the way of poison pill, but through the poison pill the share percentage of the private of the management will get reduced as the public percentage go increase. Now the mechanism protects minority shareholders. Minority shareholders means the public, or minority share means the management who is minority shareholders. Majority is public, minority shareholders, and avoids the change of control of company management. Implementing a poison pill may not always indicate that the company is not willing to accord. At times it may be enacted to get higher valuation or more favorable terms for the acquisition. Means a company uses poison pill, that doesn't mean that they don't want to sell or merge their company, but they did not want to, but they want more higher valuation and more favorable terms for the acquisition. Okay, this is the related topic. Next is very important topic, this tie up between Indian foreign varsities simplified. New UGC regulation to allow students to get dual degree from institution in the country and those abroad. What is this? This specially comes after the Ukraine war. The UGC has simplified the procedure for an Indian higher educational institute to offer program in collaboration with foreign universities by entering a memorandum of understanding with each other directly if they meet certain eligibility criteria, UGC chairman said. So what is this? UGC simplified procedure. Which procedure? For an Indian educational institute, any kind of educational institute, to offer program, any kind of higher education institute. Suppose a MBA college. Suppose an MBA college is a higher educational institute, or a master degree college, MTech college, IITs. They can offer programs with collaboration with foreign universities by entering a MOU. So the Indian universities offer another program from a foreign universities. So the Indian universities, a student is pursuing a degree in the Indian universities, he can also pursue another degree from a foreign university which is collaborate with that higher educational institution. This is the process which is simplified by the UGC. Now what is the criteria is, both college have to meet the criteria. What is the criteria is, that has a national assessment and accreditational council grading of 3.0 and above. So the college have a grading of 3.0 and above, grading done by NAC, National Assessment and Accreditation Council, or is among the top 1000 QS World University or Times Higher Educational Ranking, or is among the top 100 university under National Institute of Ranking framework, will be able to tie up with foreign education institute which two features among the top 100 QS or Times Higher Education. So the criteria is, the Indian institute should have been within the 1000 ranking of QS World University or Times, and the foreign university, collaborated foreign university, have to also be within the top 1000 QS or Times Higher Education ranking. This is the criteria. Now what is it is the revision part. What is the old regulation? Under 2016 regulation, a foreign and Indian college or university could partner with each other to offer only twinning and joint degree program, where Indian student received a degree only from an Indian institute along with a certificate from the foreign institute. So previously the program exists previously also, but in 2016 regulation, the regulation was foreign and Indian college and university could partner with each other, offer twinning and joint degree, not a dual degree. They will offer joint degree. Indian student receive a degree from Indian institute and certificate from foreign institute. Also, and now dual degree, but now they can offer a third type of program, that is dual degree. Previously it was joint degree, means degree from Indian institute and certificate from foreign institute. Now dual degree means both will issue a degree, where both the institute will issue a degree. Under twinning program means the 2016 regulation, a student can get up to 30% credit utilization of the total course from a foreign university, whereas under a joint and dual degree program, means the latest program, he or she can get more than 30% of total credits. Means previously a student will get a degree from Indian institute and a certificate from. Student can pursue two courses. A student can pursue two courses, one from Indian institute, another from foreign institute, but the Indian institute he will pursue 100% course and get a degree, and for the another course he will not given a degree, he will be given a certificate, and he can access only 30% of the credit utilization of total course. Means he can only pursue 30% of the course from the foreign university, not the 100% course, and the foreign university will issue a certificate. But now under joint dual degree program, the student can pursue two courses, one from Indian institute, one from foreign institute. Both will issue a degree. He will pursue 100% course from Indian institute, and he can pursue more than 30% of the total credit from foreign university. He can pursue more than 30 for the other subject, and both the Indian institute and foreign institute will issue a degree course. Now for this type of admission, universities need no approval of UGC. Only criteria is both universities should be within the above mentioned ranking. If the both university collaborated with each other and both stays within the ranking, then they can start with the course and they need no approval from UGC. Now what is the actual course is? This helps students to simultaneously pursue two physical undergraduate or postgraduate course, or a combination with an online distance learning course simultaneously. So a student pursuing a bachelor in science, BSc in mathematics, will also able to take up BSc in data science simultaneously. This is the point. So student can pursue BSc in mathematics from Indian institution, and as well as he can pursue BSc in data science from foreign universities, and both will give him degree. Now the related topic is, what is University Grant Commission? The UGC of India is a statutory body. It is a statutory body. What is statutory body? It is established after passing an act in the parliament. Means first a bill is proposed, passed the bill from Lok Sabha 2/3 majority, then 2/3 majority from Rajya Sabha, then after that President will give his assent and made it a act. So it is a statutory body set up by the Indian government according to UGC Act 1956. So it is a non-constitutional body, means it is not mentioned in the constitution. It is a it is a statutory body, not constitution body. It is not mentioned in constitution. So who are the constitutional body? Like Union Public Service Commission, like Comptroller and Auditor General CAG, like Attorney General of India. They are the constitutional body. But UGC is not a constitutional body, not mentioned in the constitution. It is established through this UGC Act passed in the Parliament under Ministry of Human Resource Development, and is charged with coordination, determination and maintenance of standards of higher education. It provides recognition to universities in India and disburse funds to such recognized university and colleges. Therefore, UGC is the highest authority as far as higher education and the universities are concerned. No university can exist, let alone confer degree to run college without the approval of university. So university needs the approval of UGC. Okay, and UGC, a university which is approved by the UGC, listed in their list of official website as a genuine and legitimate university. So the professional course like law, engineering, medicine, etc. need recognition of professional council. Okay, so UGC is mainly for non-technical universities, and for other universities like law, engineering, medicine, there are other regulators like All India Council of Technical Education, Medical Council of India, Indian Council of Agriculture, then National Council of Teacher Education, Dental Council, Pharmacy Council, Indian Nursing Council, Bar Council. Bar Council is for judiciary. So this is the topic from this news. Ties up between Indian and foreign universities simplified. Previously UGC approve is necessary for this course, dual degree course, and currently UGC approve is not necessary for doing this dual degree course. Next topic is this. Prime Minister unveils dairy complex in Gujarat. What is this? Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday inaugurated a state-of-the-art dairy complex and potato processing facility at the Banaskantha District Cooperative Milk Federation, Palanpur, popularly known as Banas Dairy, in Gujarat, Banaskantha district. So, inaugurate state-of-the-art dairy complex and potato processing facility. Dairy complex and potato processing facility at the Banaskantha District Cooperative Milk Federation, popularly known as Banas Dairy. Mr. Modi said the facilities would boost rural economy, empower farmers. Banaskantha to open the new plants at Banas Dairy, new plant which is inaugurated by Mr. Modi, which is a division of Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation under the government of Gujarat Ministry of Corporation. Now what about this Banas Dairy? Banas Dairy, Banaskantha District Cooperative Milk Federation, Palanpur, is a division of Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation, which is under the ownership of Ministry of Corporation, Government of Gujarat, based in Banaskantha District of Gujarat, India, and is Asia's largest milk producer. So Banas Dairy is the Asia's largest milk producer. It was founded in 1969 in accordance with the 1961 rule of National Dairy Development Board under Operation Flood. Okay. Then Galbabhai Nanjibhai Patel played an important role in the foundation of the dairy. It is headquartered in Palanpur. So who is the Asia's largest milk producer? Banas Dairy in Gujarat is the Asia's largest milk producer. Then India leader in traditional medicine, says WHO. So WHO is saying that India is a leader in traditional medicine. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday laid the foundation stone for the WHO Global Center for Traditional Medicine at Jamnagar, Gujarat. WHO Global Center for Traditional Medicine at Jamnagar, Gujarat, in the presence of Mauritius Prime Minister Pravin Kumar Jugnauth and World Health Organization Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus. So both the Prime Minister of Mauritius and Director General of World Health Organization were present at the inauguration party, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone for the WHO Global Center for Traditional Medicine. It is a first of its kind, means the first center of traditional medicine, global traditional medicine. First center. The Global Center of Traditional Medicine will be a global outpost center for traditional medicine across the world. Mr. Ghebreyesus described the center as a truly global project, as 107 WHO member countries have their country-specific governmental office, which means the world will come to India for its leadership in the traditional medicine. Okay. Mauritius is an African country. Now, next topic is this very important topic. President gives assent to criminal procedure bill. Means after passing 2/3 majority from Lok Sabha, then Rajya Sabha, then President gives his assent to criminal procedure bill, and now it become a criminal procedure act. So what is the news? President Ramnath Kovind has given his assent to the criminal procedure identification bill. Now it will be called as criminal procedure identification act after granting the assent, which empowers the police to obtain physical and biological samples of convicts and those accused of crimes. Physical sample and biological sample of convicts. The act replaced the Identification Prison Act 1920, which was passed in Lok Sabha on April 4 and Rajya Sabha on April 6. So the bill of Criminal Procedure Act 2020 passed in Lok Sabha with 2/3 majority in April 4, then Rajya Sabha with 2/3 majority in April 6, then finally take the assent of President on 18th April 2022 and become an act called Criminal Procedure Identification Act 2022 and published in the Gazette notification number 11 2022 by the Government of India. Now, what is this Criminal Procedure Act and how it can replace the previous act, that is 1920 Act? What is the difference is this. In 1920 Act, data permitted to be collected. Which data is permitted to be collected? Fingerprints, footprints, impression and photograph. But in this bill, biological samples and addition of these biological samples and their analysis, behavioral attributes including signatures, handwriting and the examinations under section 53-53A of CRPC include blood examination, semen, hair samples and swabs and analysis such as DNA profile. These are the main difference. This is the changes in Criminal Procedure Bill 2022. Now another difference is person whose data may be collected, convicted or arrested for offence punishable with rigorous imprisonment of 1 year or more. Minimum 1 year or more imprisoned convicted person. From that person this data was collected. Then person ordered to give security for good behavior or maintaining peace, means a person who is not a good behavior or not maintaining peace, the court ordered the person for good behavior or maintaining peace, that kind of person, this sample may be taken. Magistrate may order in other cases collection from any arrested person to aid criminal investigation. Any other reason There may be another reason. And in this case, convicted or arrested for any offense, not like previous case that rigorous imprisonment for 1 year or more, for any offense. However, biological samples may be taken forcibly only from persons arrested for offense against woman or child. So these fingerprints, footprint and impression photograph will be taken from any offense, but biological samples like their blood, semen, hair samples, swabs, DNA, this type of samples will be taken forcibly from person arrested for offense against woman or child, or if the offense crime carries a minimum of 7 years of imprisonment. Minimum 7 years of imprisonment. Then biological sample will be taken. Otherwise, for any kind of offense, fingerprint, footprint, impression, photograph, then signature, handwriting, this kind of everything will be taken for any kind of offense. For serious offense against woman or child, and offense of minimum 7 years imprisonment, biological sample will be taken. Then persons detained under any preventive detention law. Person detained means the National Security Act. Through National Security Act, detained under prevention detention law means national security law. Then all the samples will be taken. Then on the order of magistrate from any person, not just an arrested person, to aid investigation. Means on the order of magistrate. Magistrate means maybe judicial magistrate, maybe executive magistrate, they can order for collection of the biological sample. Then there is also some other difference. Investigating officer who can collect data. Investigation officer in charge of a police station or of a rank of sub-inspector. And new bill, officer in charge of a police station means OC, rank of head constable or above, minimum rank is head constable or above. In addition, a head warder of a prison, they can collect the data. Then who can order to collect data? Magistrate, means judicial magistrate or executive magistrate. In here, metropolitan magistrate or judicial magistrate of first class. In case of person required to maintain good behavior and pace, the executive magistrate. Means metropolitan magistrate or judicial magistrate can order to collect data in case of any criminal case, and if a small case like not maintain good behavior, in that case executive magistrate can give the police order to collect sample. Now what is metropolitan magistrate, judicial magistrate and executive magistrate? Executive magistrate is nothing but the district magistrate, means the DM. Okay. So judicial magistrate, he or she subordinate to the chief judicial magistrate and is governed by the session judge. So judicial magistrate is there is two posts. One is chief judicial magistrate, one is judicial magistrate. So judicial magistrate is the subordinate of means assistant of chief judicial magistrate. Okay. Now who is chief judicial magistrate? And both are the magistrate of session judge, governed by the session judge, not high court or supreme court. District and session court, session judge. Then what is chief judicial magistrate? The high court judge appoints a first class judicial magistrate as the chief judicial magistrate in every district court, not high court or supreme court. So the high court judge appoint chief judicial magistrate to examine the criminal case in every district. He or she subordinate the session judge, means the chief judge of the session court. The chief judicial magistrate will report to the session judge. Session judge means the judge of that district and session court. Okay. So the post of chief judicial magistrate is lower than the post of session judge. Then what is metropolitan magistrate? Metropolitan magistrate is similar to chief judicial magistrate. The difference is the magistrate appointed for the towns whose population is more than 1 million is called metropolitan magistrate. They report to session judge and are subordinate to chief metropolitan magistrate. So it is similar like chief judicial magistrate. But if a for a big city of population greater than 1 million, then the judge is called as the magistrate is called as metropolitan magistrate. They also report to the session judge like chief judicial magistrate. Okay, so for a big city, the magistrate is called metropolitan magistrate, and in other areas the magistrate is called chief judicial magistrate, and both will hear criminal cases, and both will hear criminal cases first time, and both will report to the session judge of that district and session court. Then what is executive magistrate? They are appointed in the district as per decretion of the state government, means the DM, district magistrate, appointed by the state government. Two of the executive magistrate are appointed as a district magistrate as an additional district magistrate. So this is the related topic with the criminal procedure bill. Next is this: non-linkage of Aadhaar must not affect ration. High Court. What is this? The Odisha High Court has directed the Odisha government to issue a fresh, unambiguous instruction to all district collector. District collector means the district magistrate, executive magistrate, reiterating that no beneficiary should be deprived of ration because of non-linkage of Aadhaar card with their bank account or seeding in public distribution system PDS database. So this is the simple news. No one can be deprived of ration whether their Aadhaar card is linked with their bank account or not. Who told? Odisha High Court. To whom? To the Odisha government. Next topic is PMGKP insurance extended for health staff. What is this? Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Package, PMGKP insurance scheme. It is an insurance scheme for healthcare working fighter COVID-19. Has been extended for a further period of 180 days from April 19. 180 days means 6 months starting from April 19. It has been decided to extend the policy so as to continue to provide the safety net to the dependents of health worker who are deputed to take care of COVID-19 patient, said a release issued by the Union Health Minister. Okay, so the insurance duration is extended further of 180 days from April 19. For whom? For the workers fighting COVID-19. Now, what is Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Package? The Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana or package is a comprehensive. I have given all the related link. You can go to this link and read the news in elaborated. The Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana package is a comprehensive relief package of rupees 1.7 lakh crore Yojana for total cost is 1.7 lakh crore for the poor to help them fight the battle against coronavirus. This was announced in March 2020 to reach out to the poorest of the poor with the food and money in hands so that they do not face difficulties in buying essential supplies and meeting essential needs. Okay, so any kind of accident happen with the COVID-19 fighters, their family will not have to face any difficulty, okay, with food and money in hand. Now the date of announcement is March 2020, and again in April 19 the date of insurance extended by 180 days. Now the packet included the measure listed hereunder from March 30, 2020. What is the package is insurance cover of rupees 50 lakh per health worker fighting COVID-19 to be provided under insurance scheme extended for 1 year effective April 2021. Means if anything happened to the fighter of COVID-19, he or his family will get a 50 lakhs rupees, and this insurance extended for 1 year effective April 2021. Okay. Now 80 crore poor people will to get 5 kg of wheat or rice and 1 kg of preferred pulses for every month for the next 3 months, extended to November 2021. Initially the package was extended to May, June. Originally it was extended to November. So this announcement is also included in the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana, that 80 crore poor people means from any kind of poor people, not the COVID warrior, any poor people. 80 crore poor people will get 5 kg of wheat of rice, 1 kg of pulses free every month for the next 3 months, and again it was extended up to November 2021. Okay. Then 20 crore women Jan-Dhan account holders to get rupees 500 per month for next 3 months. Increase in Manrega Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme wages to rupees 202 for a day from rupees 182 to benefit 13.62 crore families. Then an ex gratia of rupees 1000 to 3 crore poor senior citizen, poor widows and poor disabled, ex gratia of 1000. Then government to front load rupees 2000 paid to farmers in first week of April 2020 under existing PM Kisan Yojana to benefit 8.7 crore farmer. And then central government has given order to state government to use building and construction work welfare fund to provide relief to construction work. So this is the related news. Next is China Solomon Island. This is news from foreign. China Solomon Island signed landmark security agreement. So they signed a security agreement. What is that? China said on Tuesday it had signed a security pact with Solomon Island, a first of its kind arrangement that could pave the way for further Chinese security deal overseas. Okay, so China is increasing their security deal overseas. Firstly, they signed a security deal with Djibouti, and now they signed a security deal with Solomon Islands. Security deal means to establish a security base or air base in the island. Okay, under the agreement, or military base in the island. Under the agreement, the two sides will conduct cooperation in such areas as maintenance of social order, protection of the safety of people's life and property, humanitarian assistance and natural disaster response. Means China will help Solomon Island in protection of, means China will provide monetary assistance of Solomon to protect the safety of people's life and property, humanitarian assistance and natural disaster response. Solomon Islands is very affected by the natural disaster. It is an island in the middle of a sea in the Pacific Ocean. Okay, to help the Solomon Islands strengthen capacity building and safeguard its own security. Now know about Solomon Island. Where is Solomon Island? Here is Solomon Island, near Australia. This is the Pacific Ocean and this is the Indian Ocean. This is China and this is Solomon Island. So China will going to build their military base on this Solomon Island, and by this they will take control over this area, Pacific Ocean, which is very concerned for the Australia. So Australia responded it. So Solomon Island is a sovereign country consisting of 6 major islands over 900 smaller islands in Oceania. It is in the Oceania continent. To the east of Papua New Guinea, this is the Papua New Guinea, east of Papua New Guinea, and northwest of Vanuatu. This is the Vanuatu island, the northwest of Vanuatu, east of Papua New Guinea and northwest of Vanuatu. Its capital is Honiara, located on the largest island, Guadalcanal. So this is about Solomon Island. Next topic is very important and very big. This topic, IMF cuts India forecast to 8.2% on war. What is this? The IMF on Tuesday cut its forecast for India GDP growth in the current fiscal year to 8.2%, a 0.8 percentage point reduction from January, as it downgraded the outlook for global growth, citing the economic impact of the Russia-Ukraine war. So IMF says that India will gain 8.2% GDP in the current fiscal year. So the GDP of India in the current fiscal year will be 8.2%. Okay. The IMF published World Economic Outlook. World Economic Outlook is published by IMF. Also projected India's economy to expand 6.9% next year. Means next year the GDP will be 6.9%. This year is 8.2%, next year is 6.9%. Projected India's economy to expand by 6.9%, means it will again expand by 6.9% next year, putting it on course to be the fastest growing large economy over 2 years. Okay, so the main word I am saying that the GDP growth of current fiscal year of India is 8.2%. Now there is another related news that India to grow 8% World Bank. So World Bank is saying that the GDP of India will be in the current fiscal year is 8%, and IMF is telling that 8.2%. IMF published World Economic Outlook, and the news is published in this book, World Economic Outlook, and World Bank published this biannual South Asia economic focus reshaping norm a new way forward. And the news that India grows 8% is published in this book. Okay. Now, so IMF is saying that India's GDP will be this. World Bank says India's GDP will be this. What India is saying, and what is GDP? We should know. GDP is the gross domestic product, is a monetary measure of the market value of all the final goods and services produced in a specific time period by countries. Okay, so GDP is nothing but the total cost of goods and services produced in the India. Total cost of goods we purchase and total cost of services we take. Service means salaries or Manrega. These are the services. The total cost of goods and total cost of services combines the gross domestic product. The Central Statistics Office coordinate with the various federal and state government agencies department to compile the data to calculate GDP. So who calculate GDP in India? Central Statistics Office. Okay. Now how the GDP is calculated? There is 3 ways. One is expenditure method, one is production method, and another is income method. What is the total expenditure by the public? What is the total production in the country? And what is the total income by the public? 3 ways we can calculate the GDP. So first is expenditure method. GDP is equal to C plus I plus G plus X minus M. C is total expenditure by individual on cost of product to buy something. Means C is equal to total expenditure by individual public, total expenditure of public to buy product, simple, that is known as C. Then I is total investment by individual in FD mutual fund saving. Then I is total investment by public in FD in mutual fund, in saving, in other share market, in other areas, so in other gold, in gold. So total investment by public, that is also expenditure. I am investing means I am paying, that is also expenditure. So the total investment by public, that is I. G is total expenditure by government, salary, Manrega. So the total expenditure by government is G. Okay. Then X is total export, M is total import. So this is, so combine this, we can get the GDP by expenditure method. Then come production method or gross value added method. GDP is sum of gross value added. Means what is this gross value added? Take an example, production cost of item 1 equal to X. Suppose wheat, production cost of wheat equal to X is 20 rupees. Then production of item 2 from item 1 is Y. Suppose atta. Atta is produced from wheat and total production cost is 60 rupees. So this 60 rupees includes the production cost of 20 rupees of wheat. So what is the gross value added to produce atta? That is 60 minus 20 equal to 40 rupees. Then production cost of item 3 from item 2. Suppose bread. So production cost of bread is 80 rupees and this 80 rupees includes production cost of atta, that is 60 rupees. So what is the gross value to produce bread is 80 minus 60, that is 20 rupees. So gross value to produce atta is 40 rupees. Gross value of bread is 80 minus 60 is 20 rupees. So sum of gross value is 40 plus 20, that is 60 rupees. And this is the GDP according to production method. Okay. Then is income method. What is the total income of public? That is calculated in the income method. GDP is equal to W plus P plus IN plus R. What is W? Wages for job holder or labor. Total wages public can income. Then P is total profit for business. Total profit a business, all the businessmen can generate. Then interest from bank or share market. Total interest gain from bank or interest. Okay. So in the first method, total investment will be calculated in expenditure method, but the income from the investment will calculated in the income method. And then R is rent. So income generated through rent. Okay, and also other source of income. This is come in the income method. So these are the three way we can calculate the GDP. CSO currently using this production method of gross value added method to calculate the GDP. And I will take you one website, CSO website. I have also mentioned the website here. Okay. Not this website. Yes, this is the Central Statistical Office. They are saying that the GDP of India is 6. Central Statistical Office calculating this item residential property price index 15.3%, then consumer price index 6.7%, monthly unemployment rate 5.5%, retail sales index 0.9%, real GDP down to 5.4%, 5.01 million population. So please notice this item, consumer price index is 6.7%. This is the calculation of inflation. So CSO also calculate the inflation through the consumer price index. So what is the inflation of India is 6.6%. It is rising, means every year 6.7% is price increasing. Okay, so this is the inflation according to Central Statistical Office. So you can search this website and know about everything about the GDP. This look provisional estimate of GVA at basic price. Okay, so again provisional estimate of GVA at basic price. So GVA, gross value added, this CSO Ministry of Science, the Government of India is using this GVA, gross value added method. Okay, gross value added method to calculate the GDP. Okay, next move to next topic. I will discuss it later. This OPEC's share of oil imports steadies after 6 years of slump. What is this? OPEC. OPEC is Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Country. It's a group of some country. Okay. So OPEC shares of India oil imports for the fiscal year 22 financial year remained almost flat year on year. Flat means it is increasing, not horizontal line, it is increasing but is steady rate. In a steady rate it is increasing, means the oil imports by India from the OPEC country, the graph of oil imports is increasing in a steady line, arresting sharp decline over the past 6 years. Okay, over the past 6 years it was declining, oil imports. Total crude imports by world third biggest oil importer. Third biggest oil importer is India. Okay, and consumer rose by an annual 7.2% to 4.26 million barrel per day in the year to March 31. Ship tracking data from industry source showed. So the total imports by India rose by annual 7.2%. Annually it is increasing 7.2%. Demand, import, and up to 4.26 million barrel per day. So demand is 4.26 million barrel per day, the demand of India. Okay, so what is OPEC? The Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Country is an intergovernmental organization. Intergovernmental means many government combinedly formed the OPEC of 13 countries, founded in 14 September 1916 in Baghdad by the first 5 members: Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia and Venezuela. This country formed the OPEC in Baghdad in 1960. It has since 1965 been headquartered in Vienna. So from 1965 the headquarters shifted to Vienna, Austria. Although Austria is not an OPEC country. So within its 13 country, headquarters is Vienna in Austria, but Austria is not a OPEC country. As of September 2018, 13 members country accounted for an estimated of 44% of global oil production. So OPEC is responsible for production of 44% of global oil. Okay, OPEC countries, and rest 56% will produced by non-OPEC countries, and 81% of the world proven oil reserve. So total oil reserve 81.5% are within the OPEC countries, giving OPEC a major influence on global oil price that were previously determined by the so-called Seven Sister grouping of multinational oil company. Now, who are the OPEC countries is Algeria, Angola, Equatorial Ghana, Guyana, Gabon, Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Libya, Nigeria, Republic of Congo, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Venezuela. They are OPEC countries. And non-OPEC countries who are also produce petroleum like Russia, like Ukraine, they also produce rest of 56% are produced by them. Okay, so this is about the OPEC. Next topic is Takeover set up technical center in Chennai. What is this topic? California based Takeover, a cloud native automotive retail platform, has opened a technical center in Chennai. Very good. This is our second technical center in India after Bengaluru. We are on hiring mood. So hiring process is going on in India, said founder of CEO Jai Vijayan. The 52,941 square feet center in Chennai could accommodate more than 200 people. Very good news. Then next topic is from sport. This, not an IPL news. Tamil Nadu team to clash in quarterfinals. So what is the news is, Tamil Nadu Table Tennis Association created the biggest upset on the second day of the Senior National and Interstate Table Tennis Championship here on Tuesday with a 3-0 win over Haryana, who is a bronze medalist of the 2019 Hyderabad National in the women's pre-quarterfinal. So Tamil Nadu defeated Haryana in 3-0 set in table tennis. But Haryana was a bronze medalist in the 2019 Hyderabad Nationals in the women's pre-quarterfinals. Okay, so the Senior National Interstate Table Tennis Championship, the bronze medalist in 2019 was Hyderabad, but in 2022 in the qualify round, in the pre-quarterfinal round, they were beaten by Tamil Nadu in 3-0. So 2019 it was hosted by Hyderabad. 2019 the Senior National Table Tennis Championship hosted by Hyderabad, and the bronze medalist was Haryana. But in 2022 it is hosted by Shillong, Meghalaya, and in the pre-quarterfinal stage is going on, and Tamil Nadu already defeat Haryana. Okay. Next topic is this. Saurav excels. Now who is Saurav? Saurav Chaudhary was in fine form with the 50 meter. This kind of question can come. Saurav Chaudhary play which sports? Which sports is played by Saurav Chaudhary? Okay. Saurav Chaudhary was in fine form with 50 meter free pistol. So Saurav Chaudhary plays shooting. Saurav Chaudhary is an Indian shooter, as it topped both the men's and junior event with a score of 562 in the 4th National Shooting Selection Trial in Dr. Karni Singh Range on Tuesday. So trial is going on, and Saurav Chaudhary is in fine form, and he plays shooting. Something we should know about Saurav Chaudhary. Saurav Chaudhary is an Indian shooter. He won gold medal at the 2018 Asiad. In 2018 Asiad, which was hosted by Indonesia, Palembang, He won gold medal in 2018 Asiad in 10-meter air rifle. He was the youngest Indian gold medalist at the Asian Games. He was the youngest gold medalist, youngest Indian gold medalist, not all the Asian countries. Youngest Indian gold medalist at the Asian Games till now. He had earlier won gold medal and set new junior world record in ISSF Junior World Cup in Seoul, Germany. He is the only Indian shooter to win gold medal in ISSF World Championship, ISSF World Cup, Youth Olympic Game and Asian Games and Asian Airgun Championship. In all these events, he is the only Indian shooter to win a gold medal. So these are the topics from today's newspaper. I have given the link of the PDF in my description. Please download from there, and you have any query, you can call me in this number anytime. So thank you friend, we will meet next day. Please subscribe and like my channel.